Hello, I'm Hatrix, and here we're doing a bit the amount of different damage compared to the poison build we did yesterday. This, you might be thinking, damn, he must have like Mythic gear and ascended to group. Nope, this is pretty bad Mythic. Some pieces have agility, spell power. And well, then you must be thinking, damn, he must have been rolled like really high roll, have everything for this build. I mean, have the legendaries, but we are missing Master Summoner that is 2 seconds to each imp. We are missing 2 in demonic tactics. We're missing 10%. I think it's both cast speed and damage, and we're missing 20% damage. So we also don't have any scaling for the build right now. Do we have any scaling? I don't think so. Nope. No demonology, demonic knowledge, no mage, mind mastery, no lunar guidance, to name a few. This is Wild Imps right now. Dutch have just announced in the Discord that there's something wrong with Wild Imps. Yesterday I was very lucky to get the Metamorph skill card. I have been noticing this build and been seeing it performing very well, so I really wanted to try it out. Also because I have been lucky with rolls and had the demonic influence, demonic persistence. So if you have these cards, you're very good to go. If you saw in the rotation, I have the Heretic of Gul'dan, but this is currently not needed. You can use the Dark Damnation, this one instead. So as you saw, each time I cast, so I'm going to meta, I cast Hand of Gul'dan. I can cast it twice because of Nemesis. Then I reset it with this. So I reset it, and each time I cast, I reduce it with 30 seconds. And we cast the Mind Blast to proc the buff from demonic persistence. This is basically the build. There's some flimsiness with the resetting and the going into Metamorphosis. I'm not entirely sure. This was bad opener, but the build will ramp up soon. And also I only have Shadow Ball to cast. Preferably you would be casting anything else, I think. Scaling some fire damage. Ignite preferable. So resetting with the thing, reducing 30 seconds. See, now I only had one cast and I have no idea why. So there's something going on. I have an idea. It's maybe the Heretic of Gul'dan. And this you don't really need because the talent gives you reduced cooldown when your imp crits, but it's not really needed because you see we don't really needing the cooldown because we're resetting it with Dark Domination. So yeah, this build is pretty crazy. So they're gonna nerf Wild Imp, or Wild Imp's damage killing are pretty stupid. And I wanted to put this build out, either if you want to use this for Molten Core while you can. I don't think it will be nerfed that much, but I hope they will put it somewhat in line with other builds, because I don't think there should be a tier 0 build. I haven't seen what else there people have in the cooking. This is the best I've seen. I know there's the Chaos Build thing. If you really have a good build for that is also pretty good. But this is probably one of the top 3 at least caster builds that I'm aware of that are currently in the game. So I think this is a so fun playstyle, especially what they did with this one. So you can basically be spamming Hand of Gul'dan. Also, someone in my YouTube comment said that you can be both Wild Imp and Conflag. So you can just have your Conflag ramping up, and then you can be using, instead of Shadow Bolt, you can be using Cast Bolt and stuff. But that is pretty high roll. So that is something you can build into this, or the other way around. But you really need Metamorph in order to have it alone of cooldown. And you still, you can show my enchants. This is from someone else I stalked. I never do that. Thanks for a lot. Also to sell me the Nemesis, because there was no one auction house. Empowered Imp. Anything that just scales your Wild Imp damage. Wild Imp crits. Yep. Deranged. Lunar guidance for spell power. Even missing one. I think he was using Celestial Focus. I don't have it. It's just haste for more smooth rotation. And as you saw, we have in the rotation, so we're using Hand of Gul'dan 2 times. And then we reset it. Now it has some bad cast speed, but we are not. We still have like 1 or 2 seconds that we can do stuff, and the more cast time we have. We also, I think I have backdraft for this. Yeah, I have backdraft, so we're getting a bit cast time reduction. So when we cast the Mind Blast, we're actually getting some reduction. So also in this build right now, I could even be scaling the Shadow Bolt damage and the Mind Blast damage with some corruption shenanigans. So even more like throughput with haste. But it's really not needed, but it's something you can build forwards to on top of this. This is one redirection. I will also include this in my caster deep down when I talk about the either this one. This will not be in my. I'm making a caster advanced caster build, and I'm including some nice caster builds for when people have like tons of golden cards. And yes, I'm aware that this is balanced around that you have the metamorph, and yeah, it sucks. I also really wanted to play this, but before yesterday I could not because I didn't have the metamorph card. If you're really die-hard metamorph fan, you really be looking chat while casting and being metamorph man, yeah, you can of course prestige or just roll your character until you get the metamorph. It's not unreasonable. You get like 20, 30 hand of scroll of fortune, so you can roll it each time. So I was about to do that before I got the card. So yeah, just look out for it. And also to mention, should they add a vendor for like golden skill cards? Also, I finally complete my collection, so now I cannot use my Dark Moon tickets or golden tickets to anything, besides basically getting golden packs for my Dark Moon tickets. More on that another time, but yeah, should they add like Metamorph or other legendaries? Too long didn't read, in my opinion. I'll talk about it more another time, but I don't think they should. And yeah, it would be unbalanced because some people will have it, some people have not. But the thing is, when it was so easy to make builds, like back in season, I think it was 7, everyone were playing Arcane Missiles, Divine Intervention, Divine Illumination, what is it called? Because it was so easy to roll and everyone could just be getting it. So if it's so easy to roll and everyone can get it, then everyone will be playing the same build. And yes, I know, is it unfair? Is it not good that some builds are such a big outliers? I mean, in this season, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we can do Ascended when we have, if you at least have like 6-7k, then you can do the most end game in this game now, and then it really doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, it will suck that somebody is beating out everyone with 20k, but then hey, your raid is going faster, so who is really missing out? The world first race are gonna be giga scuffed because of this. I mean, yeah, because there are some theory crafters and there are some people knowing have this build, but that's just the Ascension if you're into, and yeah, that is also a discussion for another time with the end game. I don't mind it. I think it's fine. That is how Ascension works, and that is how Ascension gonna work. I don't think I have more. I mean, I really hope they don't nerf this much because I'm probably gonna roll into it, because I think it's super fun to be Demon Man and casting spawning imps. So probably look into that. Also gonna think about how I do this with my Thunder Fury plan, but hey, that's for shower thoughts time. So that's it for me. I hope I spread the word of the Wild Imp shenanigans and why Dutch mentioned it on the Discord. And that's it. I have another prestige build guide plan coming up soon, so if you want to see that, subscribe. And else, thanks for watching. See you next time.